Hey beautiful beaders, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I have the June 2019 dollar bead box here to open up with you guys today. It also includes the dollar bead bag add-on that is an extra $8. This subscription without the bag costs about $18.50 a month, including shipping if you sign up for one of their longer options, but you can check out their website down below to find out all about the different subscription lengths and what they have to offer. So here is the dollar bead bag. So this is that $8 add-on bag, and we'll take a look at that. And I'm going to set this aside so we can go through the beads in here one by one. So these always include 4 3mm fire polish strands and 4 4mm fire polish strands. Let's take a look and see what we got. Alright, so here is a look at the list of everything inside, and I'll hold this here just in case you need to refer back to it for any reason. As you can see, you are able to reorder items on their website. That's one of the great things about the dollar bead box and bag subscription, is that they also have an online store. You do either have to be a paid member of their site or be a subscriber in order to shop, but you can go back and get pretty much everything for just $1 a strand, which is great. Alright, so the first strand, it's called Matte Sun Orange. Beautiful bright orange, very, very bright. There you go. You can get an idea how bright that is, and also the fact that it does have the matte finish. The next one is called Teal. This is one of my favorite colors. It's gorgeous, and this just has the standard shiny, sparkly fire polish finish on that. Beautiful color. The next one in the bunch is called Evergreen. Again, just a nice, solid, sparkly, medium green color. And then the final 3mm strand in the bag is the opaque light green half silver. That's a mouthful, but how beautiful is that? To me, it leans a little bit more blue than green, but whatever you want to call it, it's beautiful. And then you can see as I'm turning it, half of the beads have that finish on them, and then half is left to that blue that is actually kind of translucent. It does let a little bit of light through there. That's stunning. Okay, now for the 4mm strands. The first one we have is one of my favorites. This is Crystal Half Copper. So it is half crystal clear, as you can see, and then half has the beautiful metallic copper finish on it. Love those half and half strands. Next up is this rich and vibrant cobalt blue. This is the matte finish. As you can see, it's more frosted looking. And if you're new to Czech fire polish beads, they're just great for bead weaving, especially because they're so uniform. They're also so sparkly. They come in so many different colors and finishes. And these bead bags are a great way to bulk up your stash of those. So this one is Topaz. That lovely amber kind of color there with the classic fire polish sparkle on that. And then our final strand is called Matte Opaque Light Green. Very, very light, kind of seafoam green. And look how beautiful it looks with that 3mm strand with it. That's a really cute combination. Turn that just a little bit so you can get an idea for what that looks like. It's got a bit of a milky look inside, which is kind of cool. And that is it for our dollar bead bag. So let's go ahead and get into our box. Okay, so when we open up the box, we have a little letter. Let's take a quick peek at that. It says, "Dear member, June is busting out all over, and this month we like to think our June boxes are as well. We've packed them with a fun selection of pearls, stones, and Swarovski, and even included a brand new color of Chinese crystal rondelles. We're adding to our series of the coral and mint tea glass pearls, so now you have a wide selection for new designs. We're also busy adding new items to the online shop, so be sure to take a peek for new finds as well as your favorites. June is the month of pearls, roses, and for most of us, long summer days, so put on your pearls, smell the roses, and take a nice long walk." That's cute. Okay, so on the back we have the list of everything that is inside of this month's box. So once again, I will leave this here in case you need to pause the screen and refer back to it for any reason. And here is the bottom of the list. Alright, so the first thing on our list is some Czech fire polish beads, and these are in Crystal Tangerine. It says there's 25 pieces. These are 5mm. I absolutely love these. Look at the color just kind of swirling around inside the glass. That is cool. I wonder what other colors they have like that. That tangerine is beautiful, but I like how all of the beads are just a little bit different. That is really cool. Love that strand. I don't have anything like that. Next up is a strand of 6mm Czech glass Druck beads. These are just your basic round beads. These are in the color Amethyst. It says there's 34 pieces of these. So a nice basic strand to add to the collection there. Next up are these pearls that they were mentioning. So this is a 6mm strand of Czech glass pearls in the color Coral. There's 25 pieces on here, and they've been sending us some different sizes of these over the past few months. These are so pretty. The coral and mint tea that they were talking about, they are gorgeous and very pretty together as well. Just a light peach, very similar to my flesh color there, and just a gorgeous luster finish on that. And then next up is a strand of the mint tea pearls. These are in the 4mm size, so it's really nice that they're including different sizes of these. That way, if you've been building these up over the past few months, you have several different sizes to work with. That's really cool. Another gorgeous color there with just the slightest luster on it. And remember guys, you can go back and purchase any of these things on their website for just $1 each. Plus there's a lot more on their website as well, but with this one you do have to be a member or a subscriber. So here's the next strand. This is a strand of Czech glass flower spacers in silver. There's 35 pieces on there. These are 5mm. I made a little ring with the purple ones they sent not too long ago. And once I get a chance, I will try to share that tutorial. These are just little flower spacer beads, kind of like little daisy spacers, but they're glass. I love that bright silver metallic. I have some other ideas for these as well, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, I will share if they work out. And then next, this must be what they're talking about with the new color. This is the Chinese crystal rondelle in 3x4mm, and the color is called Turquoise with Rainbow Luster. Oh my goodness, those are stunning. Look at how those sparkle. That's gorgeous. Those have such a beautiful finish on them. And these are actually quite small. They look everything looks a lot larger in the camera, but these are very, very small. There's quite a few on this strand. You get 100 pieces, and they do look pretty uniform. So, I mean, you should be able to use those in bead weaving quite easily, and they will look so sparkly and something. It's making me want to come up with something right away. Okay, then we get into our additional items, which are all the little baggies. And you guys, there are more bags in here this time. There really are. I'm going to have to count up everything when we're done. All right, so the first bag, it says it's an 8x16mm pewter drop. Okay, so there's actually 2 of these in here. I'm pretty sure we've seen these before. Can't remember if it was in the antique brass or in a silver or something like that. And I think they would look so cute on a pair of earrings. I'll go ahead and take those out so you can get a closer look at these. And they are one-sided, as you can see. You could even double these up if you wanted to, if you wanted them to become two-sided. So you could always purchase more of these or double up the 2 that you have and use them in some way, maybe as a pendant or something like that. All right, the next bag we have contains 2 pieces of Czech glass pillow beads in the color turquoise. These are the 12x14mm size. Very cute little bead shape there. You can see that it is kind of like a rectangle, but not quite. It is definitely more curved and a little bit more regular. There's the holes running up and down through the beads. Again, they give you 2, so you could make a nice quick little pair of earrings if you wanted to. Then we have a bag of Czech glass drucks. These are in the color Jet. You can always use these. And you get 25 of these little guys. So nice little handful right there. Next up we have a bag of ear wires. So as you'll see, the dollar bead box sends not only beads but also some bindings and other things to use in your jewelry making that you might not expect. So these are silver plated. These are 15mm and there are 3 pairs in there. These are very nice, bright, shiny silver. They look a little bit more high-end than some of the ones you can get for next to nothing. Those are very nice to have. Then we have a bag of one of my favorite things, Czech glass leaves. Those are beautiful. We have the travertine with copper wash. There's 6 leaves in here. These are the 8x12mm size. Aren't those pretty? That travertine finish is gorgeous. There's like this bright kind of lime green with some bluish green tones in there, and then, like it said in the description, a beautiful copper wash that really makes the veins and the details stand out on those leaves. Love those. All right, our next bag contains a 15 to 16 millimeter dyed agate cross, and it says color varies. So this is stone. You can see the little striations in there. It looks like I got a teal color, and there's the hole right there. All right, next up is a bag containing an 18 by 24 millimeter oval carnelian pendant. One piece. That's beautiful. That is so pretty. I was trying to figure out where the hole was. Now I see it. It's running through there, and then if I flip it over, there you can see it on the other side. That's really interesting. At first it looked like a cabochon because it was so flat, but it is indeed a bead, and it has the spot for you to string it right through there. You can see mine has that really interesting stripe going down it. I like that a lot. Next up, we have a bag containing some freshwater stick pearls. There's two pieces in here. These are 22 to 24 millimeter in size. I love the fact that they put two in here. That is really nice. I think the shape of these would be really nice for a simple pair of earrings as well. You can see the hole is running the length of the bead, so up and down like that. And of course, because these are pearls, they're going to all be a little bit different. Beautiful finish, very organic. Okay, next up it looks like we have another pearl. This is a Baroque Pearl in a 10 to 12 millimeter size. There's only one piece in here, which I wish there were two, but that's okay. We know where to order more if we want to. Plus there's more things in this box. Not only that, I think we've gotten this before as well. I think we're getting some repeats today, which isn't always a bad thing. If you have like one-offs of something like this that you've gotten before, now you have another one if you've been a subscriber. So that's a plus side to that. And next up we have a bag containing an antique brass rectangle. This is a 16 to 26 millimeter size brass rectangle. So this is one of those interesting things that you can do a lot with, just a basic metal rectangle. So you can use this as a connector because it's open. You can use it as some type of a bezel. If you're into resin crafting, you could use this with resin. You could also make it into a minimalist modern style pendant if you wanted to. You could use it to frame out some little beads in there on the inside. There's lots of possibilities with something like this. So let your imagination run wild with a simple metal rectangle and see what you can come up with. Okay, next we have a bag containing some floral bead caps. These are in antique silver, and there's two pieces of these. The size is 14 millimeters, so these are actually quite large. I don't see anything that we got today that we'd really put these with, but it's nice to have extra bead caps for when you need them, and these are really nice ones. I actually really like that leafy pattern. Our next bag contains some oval link chain, and this is in an antique copper color. Always like to get chain, definitely nice. And this is a really cool chain. I don't have any chain like this. That copper is very pretty. I love how thin it is. It's actually quite delicate, but the ovals are elongated. Well, ovals are supposed to be elongated, but you know what I mean. They're almost more rectangular looking than they are oval looking. So that's really nice, and it says that there is 1 foot of this chain in the bag. Next up, we got some pewter banjos in antique brass. I know I've seen these before. Were these in antique brass before, or were they in silver? I don't remember, but I know that we've gotten some banjos before. You don't forget when you've received banjos. So I think they're adorable. Maybe not something for everybody, but they're really cute. There's two pieces of those in there. There is a look at the back. And you have two in case you want to make some earrings. Okay, and the last thing on our list is this bag containing some Swarovski. These are two pieces of 8mm Swarovski bicones in Indian Sapphire AB. That's awesome to get some Swarovski. Look at how beautiful they are. Just can't top that quality. There's a look at how clean those holes are. Very clean cuts, and all the faceting is beautiful and just so sparkly. So that's a great finish to our box, I think. This is everything for June. So altogether, I'm counting 28 items, including the bead bag strands. And I think the past few months at least, we've been getting 24 items. And depending on how long you sign up, this would be about $26.50 if you're in the US to get it shipped to your door. And to get 28 different items like that, I think it's a great price. If you haven't seen any of my past unboxings and you're on the fence about whether or not you want to subscribe, I do have a playlist that I will link up in the corner, and you can check out over a year's worth of unboxings and get an idea of the types of things that they send. I like how on a lot of these bagged items they did send more than one, so you do have at least 2 to work with in many cases. Some really unique things. I love that new color of the Chinese crystal and some of these unique strands. Absolutely love this tangerine color strand right here, that fire polish. But anyway, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the box. Dollar Bead Box does not pay me to say whether or not I like the box, so these are all my honest opinions, and I'm not trying to sell you a box or anything like that. It's just simply fun for me to do these unboxings here with you guys. I always like to throw that little disclaimer on there if I don't forget. I want to thank you guys so much for being with me for another fun unboxing. I hope you'll join me next time for much more beading fun. I have lots more on the way and more subscription boxes rolling in, so please stay tuned. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. Check out the information section under the video for links to my social media handles and other helpful info, and feel free to check out my shop at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching!